Comedy Central Sports presents BattleBots. The bigger they are, the harder they hit. Tonight, it's the super heavyweight quarterfinals. Codebreaker needs to decipher the engineering riddle known as Gladiator. Dissector is out to prove it's definitely not hammer time. And Maximus has to navigate the treacherous waters patrolled by Iceberg. Comedy Central Sports presents BattleBots. We're in San Francisco, home of Pacific Bell Park, where they play that wimpy sport for overpaid wussies. Welcome, everybody. I'm Tim Green with Carmen Electra, Arj Barker, and Tony Rock. Here in the studio is a man who always works clean, at least on this show, Bill Dwyer.
Squeaky clean, Tim, but you're not going to hear any squeak out of these quarterfinalists. They are grease lightning and titanium shells.
Gladiator versus Codebreaker.
Rob Sika, Boston, Massachusetts. Codebreaker.
Gage Cauchois, Oakland, California. Gladiator.
I'm really intimidated at going against Vlad. Just being the former champion and knowing that, he's an excellent builder and he's been around a long time, it's easy to get intimidated.
Gage Cauchois, such an innovator. Vlad has a number of different interchangeable weapons.
Let the super heavyweight quarterfinals begin. The box is locked, the lights are on. It's robot fighting time. The super heavyweights are at it.
Look at the similarities of these two bots. They both seem to kind of slide across the floor. They're so fast.
Fast, a lot of size out there, a lot of ramming usually when Gladiator takes the floor. Up and under Codebreaker with that flipping.
Vlad, a former champ, in his championship season, he had a spike on the front of that. Now he's going into flipping spatula.
And he delivers Codebreaker to the pulverizer with that flipping arm.
And just look at the Lexan shake when Vlad hits at full speed.
Man, you can feel that from up here. Both bots pretty aggressive in this match.
Hey, man, winner goes on to the semifinals. You've got to be aggressive.
Codebreaker into the spikes again, courtesy of Vlad's flipping spatula.
Yeah, the spinning chipper drum on Codebreaker, it's just flying right over the top of Vlad, not doing very much damage at all.
Vlad backs himself into the pulverizer, takes a couple shots there, so he lost a few points.
These bots so similar. Neither of these drivers wants to back off at all.
Whoa. Shot from Vlad up under Codebreaker, then slams into the Lexan.
You know, I talk about timing a lot, and with a bot like Gladiator, it's so difficult because he comes at you so fast. And then he's got to pop the arm. But when it works, it is sweet. He's also hard to get around. Codebreaker, he's looking for that vulnerable area. Sides, wheels, back. Gage Cauchois is not letting him get there.
Gage, one of the veteran bot builders and drivers in the sport. He delivers into the corner of the battle box and slams it.
Gage calls that the Lexan Slam. Get under him, take him across the box and into the wall.
Robert Sika comes right back with his spinning drum, takes a few bites out of Gladiator. Vlad gets a shot from the kill saws. That upends him.
It's the first time we've seen him inverted. It's not embarrassing. Don't worry. Everything's covered.
Nose to nose. These two super heavyweights have just pounded it out.
About 15 seconds left. Both bots very aggressive. It just looks like Gladiator got in more hits during this fight, including a lot into the Lexan. That's it. This fight is over. Both bots putting on a show.
Gladiator was the aggressor, but man, he shot a lot of blanks. What do you think, Carmen?
I think the box took as much of a pounding from Gladiator as Codebreaker did.
That's for sure. Let's take a look at the replays. I talked about timing. Here it is perfectly. Vlad underneath with the spatula arm up right into the pulverizer.
And it was that spatula that lifted Codebreaker and enabled Vlad to just toss him around the box.
And here we see Vlad using his backhand to get out of a little bit of trouble right here.
Speaking of trouble, Vlad into trouble there. The kill saw is flipping it. Wow, this is a hard fight to call. The judges have got their work cut out for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 3 judges at arena side have turned in a 25-20 decision for the red square, Gladiator.
Tough loss for Codebreaker as the judges come down on the side of the ex-champ. Gladiators moving on to the semifinals. Now here's Arj and Tony with the Builders.
A tenacious battle against former champion Gage Cauchois. Couldn't pull it out, though.
It was a tough fight. He's a great driver. It's a heck of a machine he has there. I did my best, and we'll be back next time and kick some more butt.
You heard it here on BattleBots. Gladiator won on aggression alone.
I'm excited. I won. I got to the semifinals. We've got a lot of damage, but I couldn't be happier.
I think he has more damage than you, though.
I hope so. It doesn't matter, though, because he's out and I'm in, so.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's right.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Tim.
Gage Cauchois builds to destroy. Take a look.
Today on the BattleBot Sportsman, Gage Cauchois launches his trebuchet.
This is a replica of a medieval trebuchet that my teammate Terry built in his spare time. It'll launch a 10-pound watermelon about 100 feet, and it uses recycled barbells to swing this boom down, pivots here, and when the boom comes up, it pulls this sling forward. I'm going to launch it right now. Ready? Aim, fire. Bullseye! We're just having a good time out here today. There's a lot of stress at BattleBots, so I wish it was as relaxed as what we're doing today. This is not for kids. All of these things can be dangerous. We know what we're doing. That's my disclaimer.
Join us next time on BattleBot Sportsman. Don't be fooled. Beneath Gage's mild-mannered exterior lurks a raging Homo sapien.
Well, he's going to get a chance to show off his wild man tendencies in the semis. The metallic drawing in quarterfinaling continues. You've only seen the tip of Iceberg's anger. He's going to reveal his whole bad self to Maximus. And hammer time is on the clock to nail former champ Dissector.
And now it's time for some BattleBots trivia.
How many judges officiate a BattleBots match? A, 2, B, 3, C, 5, D, 7. Stay tuned for the answer when we come back.
For more information on how you can enter a fighting robot in a BattleBots competition, log on to battlebots.com.
How many judges officiate a BattleBots match? The correct answer is B, 3. Not including all the judges in the stands and you guys at home watching.
San Francisco is so cool, even the mass transit is robotic.
Hey, Bot fans, we are in the thick of the super heavyweight quarterfinals. Dissector wants a crack at another giant nut, but Hammer Time wants a piece of the ex-champ.
And Dissector's the number 2 seed. Hammer Time is number 23. Can you say underdog?
Donald Hudson, San Diego, California, Dissector.
Jerry Clarkin, Coatesville, Pennsylvania, Hammer Time. He's very lightly armored in front, on top, and I know our weapon can go through his armor.
I'm going to dance around until I get underneath him and flip him over and try and make it quick as possible.
Donald's planning on a short fight.
That's the confidence of a guy who's won it all before. Now, down to the action.
This quarterfinals competition is in the super heavyweight division. Introducing in the red square. He has not the capacity to distinguish right from wrong, good from evil, nor Dr. Pepper from Mr. Pibb. Introducing Dissector.
Last time you saw Dissector, it looked a little different. You can see the hammers. The swinging arms are back on.
And in the blue square, he's angrier than a disgruntled fast food employee. Don't return your food to Hammer Time.
If you're not afraid of Jerry Clark, you better watch out for his wife. She's a 5th-degree black belt.
The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time. Hammer Time coming out against Dissector, one of the best-known bots in the world.
And Dissector showing a little ploy, comes out fast and then backs up.
Whoa, right up under Hammer Time. He's got him with those jaws. Oh, man, this does not look good for Hammer Time.
Oh, man.
He has got to get right in. With those jaws clamped down on him, I don't know if that's going to happen.
He's able to right himself, but with the jaws, those beautiful jaws.
Don Hudson pounding away on Hammer Time. It is Hammer Time. And now the pulverizer gets in on the act.
It's a plethora of hammers.
It's a hammer fest.
It's a hammer shower. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the best victory dance in BattleBots.
It is over. Don Hudson and Dissector have done it again.
5, 4, 3, quick, authoritative.
You win some, you lose some.
On to the semifinals for Dissector.
That fight went by so fast. We got to see the replays.
Watch Dissector take advantage of the opportunities, gets him over, and then once he gets the jaws clamped, pushes him right into the hammers, and that is it. Hammer Time, a good bot. No match for Dissector.
Time of the knockout, 1:09. Next stop for Dissector, the semifinals. Now here's Tony with Donald and his team.
Team Mutant Robots making short work of Hammer Time.
Yeah, you know, this is getting too close. You know, the quarterfinals are a very important round. You know, you don't want to take a chance on, you know, one hit from that guy, and it could have taken me out. So I just want to get it over as fast as possible, get back to the pits, and prepare for the next guy.
Congratulations, Team Mutant Robots.
Thanks, buddy.
We've got more super heavyweight quarterfinal action on the way. Maximus wants to maximize the herd on Iceberg in our next quarterfinal.
Hey you, don't construct or operate a robot or BattleBot without proper supervision. Carmen Electra here, bringing you a little robotic sugar. Pop quiz. 1 year ago this very day, who was 1 second away from getting knocked out before coming back? Gladiator, of course.
He likes to take a run at his opponents.
He gets stuck on the spikes. Minion goes into his victory dance, but that just makes Vlad mad. He lays some rubber, then puts Minion on the glass to become super heavyweight champ. And that's a look at this date in bot history.
There's no time like the present, and now we've got super heavyweight quarters.
We've already seen Gladiator advance to the semis tonight. Now check out this super fast, aggressive bot that many experts are comparing to Gladiator. Here is Maximus.
The key to success for Maximus will be getting his wedge under Iceberg.
Iceberg suffered a buttload of damage in his last fight. He lost his weapon and 2 tires and broke 2 motor mounts. How good is Team Toad's patch-up job? Let's find out.
Now it's time to fight.
We're gonna melt the Iceberg.
The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time. The 2 super heavyweights come out early, nose to nose. Iceberg with that plow, as you mentioned, Bill, reconfigured for this fight, and he drives Maximus into the spikes with it.
Now the plow is shorter and it's mounted higher. Could be a disadvantage against Maximus. Not now. He's got Maximus right where he wants him, pinned up against the spike strip. But if Maximus is able to use that wedge and get underneath the plow, that could spell trouble for Iceberg.
Whoa, the plow, it looks like it's having trouble with that plow.
Yeah!
Now he's lost it, and took a shot from the pulverizer.
He won't be having trouble with that plow anymore. Maybe that was part of his strategy. Drop the plow off, different part of the BattleBots. Maybe Maximus will run over it.
So Iceberg jumped out to an early lead, but we'll see how he fares without his main weapon.
He's still got speed and power, a good thing.
Maximus getting that flipping spatula up under Iceberg. Iceberg gamely coming back after it, but getting slammed.
And that was a big hit. Maximus has got to be feeling pretty good right now.
Oh, Iceberg taking for a ride toward the pulverizer.
He's got some wheel trouble.
He does. Oh, and another big slam into the Lexan. Maximus pinning Iceberg, and this is a reversal of fortune.
Maximus has got this fight. He's just got to keep doing what he's doing. Hitting and sticking. Getting away and coming at him.
Maximus taking another run.
Maximus has got to be feeling good about getting into the semifinals because it looks like that's where he's heading.
Whoa, and he slams Iceberg up into the spikes. Now, look at that wheel.
That wheel is bent. He's not stuck on the spike strips. That wheel is bent. It's unable to move. That could be the end of Iceberg.
Maximus retiring to the red square.
Nothing left under the tip of that Iceberg. Just what you see there. Whatever's on the surface, that's what you got. A dead bot. Maximus with an impressive victory.
And this will send Maximus on to the semifinals.
You did it.
Maximus slays Iceberg.
Let's take a look at the replays. It was Iceberg early slamming Maximus into the spikes.
Perhaps the weight of Maximus, you can see it coming down on the plow. And then once the plow is gone, Maximus has some fun with Iceberg. And this is it. Once the wheels get bent, sound the epicedium for Iceberg.
Maximus invades the semis with a knockout in 2:39. When Pat Lidstrom isn't assaulting robots in the box, he likes to get airborne. Check out his remote-controlled planes.
We're in the Sepulveda Basin at the Apollo Model Flight Field.
I've been flying for about 25 years and spent a lot of money. In the beginning, it was fly 10 feet, crash, build an airplane, fly 20 feet, crash, build an airplane.
What do you do after a hard day of flying remote control planes and driving your super heavyweight? You chow down on a healthy snack. Burgers and bots. It's just the kind of meal to keep a driver in fighting shape. Because you don't want fat thumbs to get in the way of your excellent hand-eye coordination, no matter what machine you're going to operate. RC planes, BattleBots, Pat's got a thing for remotes.
Still to come, post-fight interviews and our hit of the week. For exclusive interviews with BattleBot builders, or if you want to chat with other bot fans, check out ComedyCentral.com/BattleBot.
Gladiator graciously introduces Codebreaker to the Lexan. Now that's proper BattleBots etiquette, and it's our hit of the week.
Iceberg limped into his quarterfinal match, and Maximus put him on life support. Now let's hear from the builders.
Did the damage you received in the last bout affect this one?
Quite a bit, I think, because it's, you know, these parts weren't the originals that were in here, and they don't quite fit as well.
It looked like your middle wheels were smaller than the other ones.
Well, we're missing 2 tires. We actually know where they are. They're not really missing, but they weren't on the bot when we needed them.
Ouch. Team Gladiator heading to the semifinals. You got to feel good about that.
Very good. We've been working hard for this for a long time.
Now, last year you got knocked out by Toro in the first round.
That's right.
This year there's no Toro to worry about.
And unfortunately, we kind of wanted to go up against him again, but whoever we win to get there is fine with us.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
When the postseason arrives, you know the action gets more intense. Bill's got the super heavy quarterfinals recap.
It was fast and it was furious. Gladiator got a step closer to a second giant nut when he cracked Codebreaker. Former champ Dissector cleaned Hammer Time's clock with a KO.
Okay, the question everybody wants to know is this microphone too close to your mouth?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And against Maximus, Iceberg lost face.
Skewered on the spikes like some kind of robotic shish kebab.
Oh, thanks.
These guys are moving on to the super heavyweight semifinals. Gladiator, Dissector, and Maximus.
For Carmen Electra, Arj Barker, and Tony Rock, I'm Tim Green.
And I'm Bill Dwyer. The postseason, where men are men and the robots, well, they ain't scared of anything. Good night.
You're watching Comedy Central. Up next, everyone really is a comedian on Premium Blend.